Hey everybody, it's John again. I'm here to talk about if a brand new car is better than a used car. Which one should you buy? I'm here to bring you on my side. I personally think a brand new car is better, and during this briefing, I'll tell you why. I'll start off by telling you about my first car buying experience. My first car was a silver G35 Infiniti 2005, I think it was, and it was the coolest thing I ever bought. I saved up a lot of money for it. I searched online for days and days and days until I could find one. It always sold out for some reason. So I found one finally when I was in Arkansas, but it was 2 hours away in Memphis. I was willing to drive 2 hours to go get this car. So I get there, and he tells me to put new tires on it. He tells me that everything's good with the car. So of course I believe him. I check it out myself. I test drive it, and it's fine, and I take it home. When I got the car, I had a couple of issues. The seatbelt wasn't really working properly, but it still did its job. There's a couple other issues, and about a year and a half down the road, it started having some electronic issues where the car would just shut off for no reason, like in the middle of the highway. It's happened a couple times, but I found out what the issue was. I, fixed the problem, and it was fine from there. Then I had some issues when I was driving it. It started overheating and spilling out antifreeze. And I talked to my supervisor about it, and he told me that, it's probably the thermostat. Oh, don't worry, we could change it this weekend. So I wound up changing the thermostat on it, and it actually worked for a couple of days. After a while, it started overheating again. I'm like, what's the problem? So I took it to the dealership. And then they told me that the head was cracked and that I had to pay $4,000 to get a new head, or pay $14,000 to get a new engine. That's a crazy amount of money. I don't have money like that. So that wasn't an option for me. What they did give me another option, that they would buy the car from me and sell me a brand new one. It was a good deal. I was taking the best option I saw fit possible, and I wound up buying this brand new car. Didn't really want a brand new car because it's expensive. You have to get full insurance on it. Very expensive to come out of pocket on some of the things that they were asking for. With this brand new car now that I have, is perfect. Like, I have no problems. I change the oil regularly. I hadn't had to replace a tire in a while. Brand new cars are awesome. No problems whatsoever. The only thing about a brand new car is that it's expensive. You got to come out of pocket, down payments, and things like that, and initial registration. Very expensive. That's definitely a con of a brand new car, but it's worth it in the long haul when you're driving to work and you don't have to worry about your car breaking down. On the other hand, with a used car, you always have to worry about, is my engine okay? Is my tires worn out? Do I have some type of issue? And that's just not worth it to me. So we're going to go over the pros and cons of each one. State them again. Used cars. Yeah, the pros are they're cheap. Insurance is cheap. You might be able to get a higher luxury car because it might be older and more used. Cons. The car might not work properly. There might be some hidden damages to the car that you might not know about, that might not be in the Carfax. There's a lot of things that go into a used car that we don't realize until a little bit later on after we buy it. And a brand new car, pros, it's always going to work unless it's a manufacturing error, which they will fix because you always have a warranty on a brand new car. Another thing is that it's reliable. Like, you get to work, you don't have to worry about anything. Cons, it is expensive. you do have to pay it off. And those are definitely things people should think about. But in my opinion, those are worth it. Safe and reliable is the way to go for me, and I hope you feel the same way. And I thank you guys for listening to my briefing. That concludes.